Hello my fellow Italians and welcome back to Hetafacts. And this is some characters you probably didn't know existed. As you assumed from my little jingle there, I will be going through all the characters that you probably didn't know existed and give a bit of info here and there. I won't give all the info on some characters because some of these characters should probably be known by now and have a lot of info on them. If I miss any, I'm sorry, but these are some characters you probably didn't know existed. Czechia and Slovakia. Well, yes, I know it is the Czech Republic, but now they want to be called Czechia, so I'm going to call them Czechia. Czechia and Slovakia were debuted in World Stars Chapter 67 in 2015. Then again, not so many people read the manga, but these two have a lot on them despite them being fairly new. And throughout the comics, their antics are pretty adorable. I'm already shipping them. Slovakia apparently doesn't know how a toaster works, and Czechia is terrified of Belarus, and both of them owe Liechtenstein money. But you'll have to read the rest of the manga if you want to know more about them. Knights Templar. Finally, I get to talk about this adorable little guy. Okay, first of all, just look at that design. He has sparkly crosses in his eyes. If you don't know what the Knights Templar was, it was basically a group of Christian mercenaries hired out by the church that helped provide assistance to escort Christians on their pilgrimages to the Holy Land in Israel. They were also a well-known charity and known for their skilled fighters during the Crusades. Unfortunately, their headquarters were in Jerusalem, so this guy is most definitely dead. But other than protecting Europe, they were a charity too, and many people loved them and relied on them. And they were very well known. This explains the character behind this guy. Another character that came out in 2015, he is a devout worker of the church and apparently has the voice of an angel. His voice is apparently so beautiful it brings people to tears. Apparently he is also skilled at many things and has a devotion for helping people. He's just so beautiful. He's a saint. He is a saint. Luxembourg. I know a lot of people know that Luxembourg is a character now. However, there have been a lot of scrap designs of Luxembourg, so a lot of people are still confused what this guy looks like. This is the real Luxembourg, and this is his dog, Pelutz. I think they meant Peltz. Read the manga if you want to learn more about him, but he's a younger brother to Belgium and the Netherlands. Greenland. Greenland appeared on some merchandise, and that's about it. Ecuador. This is all that's been released on Ecuador. Persia, released in October of 2015, has been in quite a few World Stars comics. He's one of the people that Rome says is not cute. He is also stated to have lots of grandchildren like Germania, so he, like Rome, is dead now. And hopefully this also means that we are going to have an Iran in the future. African nations in Gaku and Hetalia. For those of you who don't know or keep forgetting all the African countries debuted in Gaku and Hetalia, here they are. Kenya, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Ghana, and Uganda. While we can clearly see that Uganda is male and Kenya is female, the rest are pretty ambiguous. Tibet. Tibet was originally in The Story of China and Teensy Japan, but in the anime, he was replaced with a talking panda. Why? Mr. Newspapers. You've heard me rant about this guy before. Mr. Newspapers, or Austria's Mr. Newspapers, who is depicted above, are personifications of a nation's newspaper. Every country apparently has one, and apparently they are all megalomaniacs. They're probably all dying too because no one reads newspapers anymore. Oh! The Green Dam Youth Escort. Yes, there is a character representing China's censored internet. Why? Tonga. Only the back of his head is featured in a comic, and that's it. Fujian. Seen asleep on a desk at a Chinese meeting. That's it. Pontus, also known as my new waifu. Oh my gosh, she's adorable. Rome listed her as being cute, and that's it. For those of you who don't know, Pontus was here. Croatia. Before you say, Maruya hasn't confirmed this is Croatia yet. Yes, he hasn't confirmed it. But we can be positive this is Croatia due to the info Hema has given us. He appears in the comic Turkey and the EU. The comic is about exactly what you would expect. Turkey tries to get into the EU says, yeah, well, we'll think about it. And then this cute guy with the sexy beard comes up and says, "Hey, can I join?" And the EU is like, "Sure, pal." And then Turkey's just like, "Fuck." But a few days before this comic was posted, guess which country was just let into the EU? Croatia. Hima also stated that this country makes beautifully ornamented and heart-shaped biscuits and uses them as gifts and sells them as souvenirs. And what country does that? Croatia! We do have some info about Croatia's character too. Himaria states that Croatia used to be an outlaw and had dark circles under his eyes, but cleaned up his act when he started to care about tourism. Croatia's really pretty. Serbia. Serbia makes a debut in the Gakuin Hetalia comic about Bulgaria and Romania's shenanigans in the classroom. Bulgaria states that he beat up Serbia in the past, and because of this, he is stronger than Romania. And this is apparently Serbia. Ancient Greece. While this particular chibi was not outright confirmed to be ancient Greece, we can assume this is ancient Greece because 1. She looks a lot like Neotalia Greece, and 2. Ancient Greece is one of the girls that Rome thinks is cute, and this is her head. It looks super similar to this chibi. I think it's pretty safe to assume that this is ancient Greece. Ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt has more personality traits than her son and appears in a lot of comics, so I'm not going to give too much information on her. Debuted in 2013, she has been in quite a few World Stars comics, and even has her own colored chibi. England's brothers. England has 3 brothers, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. And Ireland whenever they come out, but Ireland's supposed to be a girl, apparently. Maybe I should do a video on what characters are probably going to come out next, or characters that are mentioned or something. That's for another video. Anyways, though it is not listed who is who, we do have an outline of Scotland's head from another comic, so we can assume that he is the first one. Yeah, all of you thought that this was the real Scotland. Yeah, you were wrong. Everyone seems to think that the pissed off one is Northern Ireland. I kinda think so too, but it could be the other way around. According to Himaria, Scotland is described as friendly and brave, and likes things like haggis, cats, and alcohol. But I just gotta say, those eyebrows! And those are some characters you probably didn't know existed. If you did know all of those existed, then good for you. You are a nerd. Until then, that was characters you probably didn't know existed. And that was 1 mark higher on your history test. Thank you for watching Hetafacts.